with all of these different headlines, man. It looked like the league is making more news for the circus acts than the actual basketball. Now, that was the first incident, man, and it was quite a sight to see, man. I've never seen a person lose their head, lose their wig in the middle of a damn basketball game. And she immediately went running to the locker room. She ultimately came back out, but I'm here to
The Women's National Basketball Association has found itself at the center of numerous unusual incidents that have captured widespread attention and sparked debate across social media platforms. These events have transformed what should be basketball discussions into conversations about spectacle and controversy. The series of bizarre occurrences began gaining momentum around late July when an unprecedented incident occurred during a game in Atlanta. This particular event, which many observers have labeled as highly unusual, involved a player's hairpiece becoming dislodged during gameplay. The athlete immediately retreated to the team facilities before eventually returning to continue the match.
Came back out. But I'm here to tell you, that wasn't the only one, because you had this situation just take place yesterday, bro. Somebody said the last 3 days from the WNBA, player's wig yanked off, leads the game, fan kicked out after making a comment. Sophie Cunningham wears an RB shirt that made her one of the biggest viral trends in the U.S. Game stopped for agreeing you know what. Like, I can't make this up, man. I can't make this up. But it's looking real.
This incident marked the beginning of what would become a string of peculiar happenings within the league. The hairpiece incident represented just the opening chapter of several days filled with extraordinary events. Social media users have documented a timeline that includes the hair accessory mishap, spectator ejections following inappropriate remarks, and various other controversial moments that have dominated sports headlines. One particular incident involved player Sophie Cunningham wearing specific apparel that generated significant online discussion and viral content across multiple platforms. These developments have led many to question the direction and priorities of the professional women's basketball organization.
Man, I can't make this up, but it's looking real spooky for the W, man. I just have to be honest. Everything that has transpired with this league is definitely jaw-dropping and head-scratching. Now, I am here to tell you, dog, look, yesterday, we had more than the Ildo situation. We had a mascot get annihilated by a cheerleader doing backflips. It said a performer doing backflips just destroyed the sports.
Critics suggest that the league appears to be generating more attention for entertainment value rather than athletic achievement and competitive excellence. Following the initial hair-related incident, another remarkable event unfolded when a team mascot was accidentally struck during a halftime performance. A member of the entertainment crew, while executing acrobatic maneuvers, inadvertently collided with the costume character, creating yet another viral moment that spread rapidly across digital platforms. The accumulation of these incidents has prompted widespread commentary about the league's current state. Observers note that star player Caitlin Clark remains absent from active competition, which has significantly impacted viewer engagement and overall interest in the sport.
Destroy the sports mascot. Watch this. Like, watch this, bro. Like, what the hell is going on, bro? I mean, what? What in the world is going on, bro? Somebody said the WNBA boosting views whatever way they can. This is surreal. Wigs, dildos, backflips. What's next, bro? I got a hard time with, man, because they're trying their best to get these.
Speculation suggests her return could occur within the coming weeks, though no official timeline has been confirmed. The absence of marquee players like Clark has coincided with declining viewership numbers, leading some to theorize that the league might be deliberately creating controversial moments to maintain public attention. Whether intentional or coincidental, these events have certainly succeeded in keeping the organization in news cycles and social media discussions. Critics argue that no other professional sports league experiences such frequent non-athletic controversy controversies. The unique nature of these incidents has created a perception that the WNBA operates differently from traditional sports organizations, though not necessarily in ways that enhance its reputation for serious competition.
To get these views, man, now we know Kayla Clark is up out of there, dog. She has left the building. And I'm telling you right now, we don't know when she's coming back. Now, in my guess, it could be the next week and a half, bro. I just got to be honest. Chloe is signed to a hardship. I believe we're going to get some type of Kayla Clark update very, very soon. But as of right now, man, it's looking real spooky in the league. And it's looking like they could be, not saying that they doing this, but
the entertainment value of these occurrences has not gone unnoticed by online audiences, who have created countless memes and commentary pieces discussing each incident. From the hairpiece malfunction to the mascot collision, each event has provided material for digital content creators and sports commentators alike. Many observers point to the league's handling of early season controversies as a contributing factor to current challenges. Allegations and counter-allegations regarding fan behavior and player treatment created negative publicity that may have lasting effects on audience perception and engagement levels. The situation has highlighted the delicate balance between entertainment and athletic integrity that professional sports organizations must maintain.
Saying that they doing this, but they could be doing stuff trying to get them views up, man. They could be doing a lot of stuff trying to get them views up, and they hurting. Oh, man, they hurting bad, dog. I just got to be honest. Hurting real bad. But, guys, I don't know, man. On national television, first it was the wig, now this. I mean, there's no other league. Like, when they say there's no other league like
while unusual incidents can generate temporary attention spikes, they may also detract from the core product of competitive basketball that the league seeks to promote. Television ratings and attendance figures reflect the impact of these various controversies and player absences. Without key attractions like Clark on the court, the league faces significant challenges in maintaining the momentum it had built earlier in the season. Social media reactions to these events have been mixed, with some users finding entertainment value in the unusual occurrences, while others express concern about the league's overall direction and professionalism.
No other league. Like, when they say there's no other league like the W, I believe them. Oh, my God, I believe them. There is not another league in this world like the WNBA, bro. I mean, I cannot make this up, dog. I mean, this is by far, the funniest thing I've witnessed since I've been covering sports, bro. I mean,
the viral nature of these incidents has ensured widespread visibility, though not necessarily the type of attention that promotes long-term growth and respect for the sport. The mascot incident in particular generated extensive online discussion, with viewers sharing and commenting on footage of the collision. The unexpected nature of the event, combined with its occurrence during a televised game, ensured maximum exposure across various media platforms. These developments have created a complex situation where the league finds itself constantly responding to non-basketball related controversies rather than focusing public attention on athletic achievements and competitive storylines.
I mean, somebody literally chucked the whole dildo at the game. This is why the cop holding it like that. My God. Now, I know I say this a lot, but this time I really mean it. It's looking really spooky in the WNBA.
The challenge moving forward will be redirecting narrative focus back to sports performance and player development. The timing of these incidents occurring during a period when key players are absent has amplified their impact and significance in media coverage. Without compelling on-court storylines to capture attention, off-court incidents have filled the void in sports news cycles. Industry observers note that while controversy can generate short-term interest, sustainable growth for professional sports typically comes from competitive excellence, star player development, and consistent quality entertainment through athletic performance rather than unusual incidents.
This in the off season, I'm like, I'm just sitting here like, what's happening? What is happening? I saw another post and it was like, podcast started by, it was from Front Office Sports. Well, oh no, it wasn't. Sorry. There was somebody who made, Front Office Sports just said that it was, in the summer of Sophie, the Fever social media star is exploded. Apparently, Adidas Ring and Arby's now has a podcast deal.
The current situation reflects broader challenges facing women's professional sports in terms of building and maintaining audience engagement while establishing credibility as serious competitive entertainment. The balance between accessibility and professionalism remains a key consideration for league leadership as they navigate these various challenges and work toward long-term success and stability. The Indiana Fever have transformed into what appears to be a podcasting powerhouse within the WNBA landscape. Currently, 3 team members are actively involved in podcast production, creating an unprecedented situation in professional basketball.
Yes, Ring and Arby's now has a podcast deal. Like, I mean, fair. That's a big reason why you'd want to go to the Indiana Fever. But, like, I saw this post here. This was it. Caitlin Clark's bodyguard / bestie with the Fever will co-host a new podcast. Like, what? That is a crazy way of phrasing it. And by breakout star, Sophie Cunningham is having a Sophie Cunningham year. She is a...
Sophie Cunningham has launched her own show through Colin Cowherd's Volume Network, establishing herself as a media personality beyond her basketball career. Meanwhile, Aaliyah Boston has partnered with Candace Parker for her podcasting venture, adding another voice to the team's growing media presence. The timing of these launches raises questions about priorities, particularly during what should be focused preparation periods. The concern centers around whether these media commitments might interfere with basketball performance and team chemistry during crucial development phases.
She is having a Sophie Cunningham year. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, and first of all, I'm pretty sure Kate, in terms of the WNBA, Kate Martin is Caitlin Clark's best friend. Like, if we're being honest, in terms of WNBA players. But at the end of the day, like, I'm out here looking at freaking Sid Colson. I don't know how long Sid Colson's podcast was. Like, how long it's been Sid Colson.
Recent social media coverage has highlighted this trend, with Front Office Sports noting the summer explosion of Fever players into various advertising partnerships and media deals. The financial incentives are clearly significant, making Indianapolis an attractive destination for players seeking to expand their brand presence. One particularly notable development involves Kate Martin, often described as Caitlin Clark's closest teammate ally, who will be co-hosting an upcoming podcast. This characterization has sparked discussions about relationships within the WNBA community, though many consider Martin to be Clark's primary friendship connection among league players.
Since had a podcast, we are literally in a situation where 33% of all 30% of all, or thereabouts 30% of all non-Bree Turner players on the Indiana Fever have freaking podcasts. And you bet the Fever better do well. Like, I don't mind this, by the way. I don't mind this.
Adding to this media saturation, veteran player Lexi Hull has maintained her own podcast for an extended period, bringing the total percentage of non-rotation players with podcasting commitments to approximately 30% of the roster. This represents an unusually high concentration of media-active players on a single team. The organization itself seems to be embracing this trend, as their upcoming training facility renovation includes plans for a dedicated podcast and content production studio, complete with hair salon services and childcare facilities. This infrastructure investment suggests the team recognizes and supports their players' media ambitions.
And, like, let's not forget as well, the Indiana Fever, with their new thing for next year, their new training facility, will also have a hair salon, childcare space, and a podcast and content production studio. A podcast and content production studio. Like, but to be honest, my attitude towards all of this is the exact same as my attitude when Angel restarted her podcast. This better not.
However, concerns persist about maintaining focus on basketball fundamentals. Historical examples from other professional leagues show mixed results when players divide attention between sports performance and media obligations. The fear is that excessive focus on content creation could negatively impact on-court performance and team dynamics. For players like Sophie Cunningham, who appears to thrive in spotlight situations, increased media attention might actually enhance performance through crowd energy and engagement.
This better not affect basketball. This better not affect basketball. Like, I've been very, very clear with my criticism of Podcast P, of what has happened to Paul George's career since he started the podcast. Him playing for one of the worst teams in the NBA and saying he was canceling the podcast to win a championship was one of the funniest things I think I've ever seen anyone do before, though. But at the end of the day, we gotta double down, even though I like Sophie Cunningham.
Whether positive or negative, audience reactions seem to fuel her competitive drive and court presence. Aaliyah Boston's situation appears less concerning as her media approach seems more measured and professionally managed. Similarly, established veterans like Hull have demonstrated the ability to balance media commitments with consistent basketball performance, maintaining their roster positions while managing additional responsibilities. The challenge lies in preventing these activities from becoming distractions that compromise competitive focus.
Double down, even though I like Sophie Cunningham. I like Aaliyah Boston. But at the end of the day, like, ball's got to be first. Basketball has got to come first. And if basketball does not come first, then it is what it is. Like, you just have to stop. You just have to stop it.
Players who engage heavily in online content creation face the risk of becoming overly invested in public opinion and social media feedback, which can be mentally exhausting and performance damaging. Social media engagement presents particular risks for athletes, as negative commentary and criticism are inevitable aspects of public visibility. Players who monitor online discussions about themselves frequently experience psychological stress that can affect their professional performance and personal well-being. The situation creates an interesting test case for how modern professional sports teams can manage player media activities while maintaining competitive standards.
Like, you just have to stop. You just have to stop it. You just have to stop it before it kind of gets anything crazy. And I don't think it's going to really matter for Aaliyah Boston. I think when it comes to Aaliyah Boston, I think she's going to be fine. I think Sophie Cunningham, by the way, I think Sophie Cunningham loves the limelight because the more she gets famous or infamous, the louder the crowd is going to be, whether that be positive or negative. And it makes, like, it will improve her. I'm going to be...
The Fever's approach will likely influence how other WNBA franchises handle similar situations in the future. This development represents more than isolated individual choices. It reflects a significant shift in how nearly half the team's rotation players are allocating their time and energy. The scale of this media involvement is unprecedented and will require careful management to ensure basketball remains the primary focus. Media coverage has noted this transformation, with some reporters who previously criticized the team now expressing optimism about their prospects when key players return to action.